Hey guys, how you going? So it is April here on the homestead. Not much has been up to, but let's see what we have been doing this month here on the homestead. Hey guys, how you going? So of course April here on the homestead, and spring is definitely here. This time of year everything is growing about as fast as it grows, with lots of water and lots of sunlight hours as well. We get a lot of foliage growing, so we're doing a lot of mowing and a lot of composting at this time of year. Just picking up the weeds and moving them over to the compost bin, which I've already filled 3 times this month. And that's that big compost bin. I'll show you what else has been up to, but there's a lot of things starting. We've got a lot of plants growing. We've got a little hobby garden. The garlic is almost ready to be harvested. A few more weeks on that and we'll start selling it. But yeah, so anyway, I'll show you what else I've been up to. I hope you guys have had a fantastic month. I hope you're enjoying everything, and I hope you guys are out there gardening for spring. Anyway guys, I will of course talk to you again in 1 month's time. If anything starts happening, then I'll start putting out more videos, but of course it's meant to be a slow, relaxing life here on the homestead. Anyway guys, I will of course talk to you again soon. Have a good one. Alright, so just a quick close look. These are the tomato plants, those are chilies under the galoshes, and at the back these little green things, those are the cucumbers. Hey guys, how we going? So spring definitely here on the homestead. It is of course April. Tomorrow it's May, but as you can hear, our feathered friends are in fine voice, and I just thought I'd show you some of the garden. So of course peas along here doing pretty well. All this stuff is the lettuce, then behind that you've got little corn plants, and then over there we've got some watermelons. All down this side we've got chilies, tomatoes and cucumbers. But it's a nice little view over this. This tiny little bit of the garden is actually to feed the poultry. It's more of a hobby garden than a production garden this year. Just producing some treats for the chickens and for the ducks as well. But yeah, it's growing fine, and it'll keep all of these feathered friends in treats for a while. So out here in this field we've got squash. Now if you remember these, well, last year I grew some very knobbly squash out of a packet of pumpkin seeds that weren't meant to have knobbly ones in. All of the ones that I've planted are this type, these knobbly ones. And what I've done is got these little dirt mounds, and quite a few of them all over. So a mound of dirt, then hollow it out so that it catches rain, and it gives them, space to grow up the outsides before they're going to encounter each other. It also gives us nice little walkways between them. We can keep it relatively weed free, because this doesn't get much rain, and it's very hard to get the water down here. It's about as far away from the house as we can get, but it's sort of a throwaway idea. I wasn't planning on growing anything on this field this year, but I was like, well, we might as well. We'll grow some squashes, and then we'll compost them all here over winter. But yeah, we'll see how they do, and hopefully we'll get some nice Halloween squash. Plenty of time. Hey guys, how are you going? So walnuts. These are walnut catkins. These are the flowers of the walnut tree. As you can see, this year we've got absolute heaps of them. These are the male flowers, and then just in here you see these little tiny little balls with little fairy bits on top. Those are the female flowers. Those are the things that actually turn into the walnuts, and it's all gravity pollinated. Actually, it's not really wind pollinated, but it's a wind pollinated plant. All of the pollen falls from these catkins. It's sort of black in colour when they're open, and it falls on the walnuts below, fertilising itself and producing the next round of Christmas treats.